Oh, hello, hello. If you're watching this video, the link to the original is on the description. If you can open a new tab and let it play, mute it, and give the original creator his likes, it would be very nice. And if you like my video, please give a like, comment something, and subscribe. Okay, let's go with Deep Rock Galactic. I have this. It's one more game that is on my wish list. There is been having a promotion on games these days. I don't know if I'm gonna buy it because there is all the games that I think I'm gonna give it priority, but it's one of the games that is it's on my wish list. Okay, I gave you a like. Now let me make it bigger and the audio in 50, 60. I think that's okay.
Hey people, Seth here. Why do we mine? What compels us to seek out the deepest and darkest of holes and make them even
or iron, gold.
deeper? Is it the fat riches, the lack of bitches? I'll tell you, it's in our nature as men, as short kings of bitches. I'll tell you, it's in our nature.
A couple of kids just dug this deep hole at the beach and it just keeps attracting a ton of other boys.
Our nature as men, as short kings. We crave violence.
Let's go.
We crave alcohol. We crave that mineral.
Dwarf. I almost was a dwarf too. I thought about making my character a dwarf, but I think I stayed on the monkey because I like monkeys. I like apes and monkeys, and I thought it would be a little funnier, I guess, because at any moment I can just where I want. When something is happening, I can just stop thinking and start screaming. those are those are that type of goats that I remember watching Animal Planet. I'm not sure now, but I remember watching something about them that they go up in the mountains like crazy.
Cravings, but I want you to sign on with Deep Rock Galactic. We've got danger, darkness, and dwarves. Deep Rock is easily the best
But I like
game
dwarves.
I've ever played, and like it or not, I'm going to tell you about it. So sit
And I
back,
already
relax,
have this
and have a beer. But
game
so
on my
help me
wish list,
God,
so
if you order a fucking Leaf Lovers, I'll throw you in that hoop myself. Put yourself in our shoes. We want more gold, but
Yes.
child labor can only get you so far. When the planet itself resists your advances, the mines go dark, radio silent, and
the
children
only
onto milk.
person that I watched playing this game was Muy. It was because of her that I put on my wish list the game.
Cartons. How do we deal with such a hostile work environment? We send in the dwarves. You play as one of 4 combat miners, sent into the most dangerous
Combat
planet in the
miners.
galaxy to get rich or die trying. But the planet hasn't exactly laid out a landing strip for you. Much like the great United States of America, the
Oh,
entire
what
planet
the fuck is
laid
this
out
for-
a landing
for-
strip for you. Much
What
like
is
the
that?
great United States of
Manifest Destiny photo and the engines being made it wrong.
America, the entire planet is our property. It just needs a little pesticide. So you'll need to work together, get the job done, and most importantly, leave no dwarf behind. Unfortunately,
go.
this is not reflected
like
in company
this.
policy.
I like this brotherhood thing. I think it maybe it's something that I want to do on my channel. Like I want to do a brotherhood of monkeys. You know, ape strong together.
Good luck out there. Here at Deep Rock Galactic, we love our essential workers, classes. Every self-respecting mining operation needs a digger.
Huh. A
Sorry.
what?
My mistake. That's your word, my digger. He's got all the equipment you need to dig those holes. Here's my
Nice.
build. Full freeze gun. EPC built for fin containment field. That
Looking
may
nice.
sound like a shitty condom brand, but I assure you, it's essential. Next, the satchel charge. Why'd I take damage over ammo? Because this build isn't for mining. It's for killing scouts.
What the
A good
fuck?
scout is like a good wife, seen and not heard. This is because scouts have two things, a flare gun and an ego. So while you are
They have
blindly
an ego?
fumbling around in the dark, your scout has just quantum tunneled into another area code and directly into a cave leech. This is widely considered to be a violation of the NAP, so you're well within your rights to deploy the MAP, Minor
What the
Attracted
fuck?
Projectile. Dwarves have a lot in common with babies. They're small, clumsy, always drinking, and no matter how well you childproof everything, they can always find a way to kill themselves. The engineer is Deep Rock's equivalent of bubble wrap.
There is a game about that. That is two-person game, I think. One's the parents and the other is the baby, and you have to try to kill yourself.
Forms help your team reach high places and cushion their inevitable falls. That is, if you equip the upgrade. High caliber sentry turrets protect your children
Turrets.
from the jaws of
Nice.
wandering pit bulls. However, these aren't your everyday pitties. This one charged headfirst into a burning building to heroically bite one last child. I could
the fuck?
extend this metaphor by calling the wardens pit mommies, but I already made that joke. The gunner, depending on who you talk
What
to,
the
the
hell?
gunner is either a real
This-
man's job for
this
the
hair?
bravest among us, or a real boring job. Yawn. Whoa.
It's boring?
Nice zipline, nerd. Oh wait, I'm getting a call. It's the
There's
old
a
folks' home.
digger, a
They
scout, a
want
gunner. And what is the fourth one? I don't
for mobility
remember right
lifts
now.
back. Real talk, if you use your own zip lines in combat, please format
But
your
gonna
hard drive.
since-
You are a
since fun,
tank.
I
Your
think.
job is to
It's a
soak up
tank.
aggro. You have a
Okay.
shield. You have a gun. You have 2,000 rounds
the
of depleted
fighter.
uranium. Please
Yeah, by the name.
use them. That was a joke. Here at Deep
No?
Rock, we love our green beards.
Okay.
If you hear anyone talk like that, bully them. They want you to play it safe. Call them a leaf lover. I don't care if we're on stage 3 of
Leaf
an elite
lover.
deep dive. I am going to C4 of a scout. Are they mad at you for not using your platforms? Send them a booster seat to hell. They want you to stop committing friendly fire? Tell them, don't worry, I have friendly, when you know damn well that in fact you do not. One of the facts of life is that you don't get what you pay for. Netflix has an impressive catalog, but hides them depending on your location, and then hikes up the price anyway.
true.
Now, you could just cancel and
Sometimes you
admit
need a
defeat,
VPN.
or use ExpressVPN like me and get
It's
everything you actually
okay.
paid for. Believe it or not, what's available to you on Netflix in Germany is completely different to what's available to someone in East Germany. Now, my issue is very particular. I need orc content, and I need it now. Skyrim mods can no longer satisfy my Tolkien desires, and so I've arrived now. Skyrim mods can no longer satisfy my Tolkien.
Christopher, my son, did I tell you the story of Shelob? You know, the monstrous spider descendant from the village, from the vile Ungoliant, which are used to read aloud in your Oxford meetings of the Inklings. What the fuck is this? Transform a totally hot baby, all pale and dark, and one like Rebecca even whole. Okay.
Desires, and so I've arrived at this dark crossroads in life. I must watch She-Hulk Attorney at Law. Unfortunately, it's banned in Saudi Arabia, but with
This
just
one
one
was-
tap of a button,
I
ExpressVPN lets me
never
change my
watched it,
location
but
to the USA,
I saw a
where
bunch
it
of
isn't. Unfortunately,
some
as a
videos
fan
about
of
it.
domestic wrestling, Rick and Morty isn't available on US Netflix, but once again, just a click of a button, and as far as Netflix
Big
can tell,
up,
I'm a Japanese salaryman, and I can freely watch this to my heart's content. ExpressVPN has over 90
I think I have watched Rick and Morty only the three first seasons, the 3 or 4. I don't remember right now. I think it was one of the two that I stopped.
countries to choose from. So every time I run out of things to watch, I just switch to another and unlock a whole new library. And it's not just for Netflix. You can use ExpressVPN to unlock shows for other streaming services as well. I use it to watch Planet Earth on BBC iPlayer, which is region locked to the UK. But by using ExpressVPN, I can reap all the benefits of being in Britain without the risk of getting stabbed. ExpressVPN works on any of your devices. Securely connect with a single click without slowing your connection. They say you can't have your cake and eat it too. But with arbitrarily geo-locked streaming services, I absolutely can. Why restrict yourself to the content of a single country when you could be receiving the content of every continent instead? By visiting expressvpn.com/Seth or clicking the link in the description box below. Thank you to ExpressVPN for sponsoring this video. But enough fun. Why are we here? For real. We're here to mine because we're miners, and I love miners. Sorry, it wasn't me. It was a gold plate.
You had to do that joke, I guess.
But continuing on, the terrain is 100% destructible and filled to the brim with precious minerals. Mine the minerals, dump a fat load inside of Molly, and make it home safely. Actually, scratch that last part. The minerals are top priority. If you want to come home, that mission better be finished. Oh, I'm sorry, you ran out of ammo? Well, we're not sending you a single bullet until you mine enough nitra to pay for it yourself. Each level is procedurally generated based on its biome.
So at the end of the day, you are a slave to the corpo. But you still have your brothers by your side to fight.
Range from the lovely sandblasted corridor and fungus bog to the extremely safe and fun hollow bow and magma core. Remember, we can never dig too deep. Any cave can be conquered. Your team has all the tools they need, but they work best with teamwork. You either dig together or dig your own grave. Sadly, the average gamer would rather sacrifice their teammates for one sick frag. So allow me to deliver a crash course directly into your silky smooth brain matter. First off, hold control to use your laser pointer. Use it to ping gold chunks, goo sacks, and mushrooms. Remember to destroy sus shrooms that don't give a correct voice line. This is essential for team unity and annoying management.
Mushroom, shut it. Get back to work.
What
Second,
the fuck?
rock and stone. There is no inappropriate time for rock and stone. However, it is a serious social faux pas to not salute. Remember, if you don't rock and stone, you ain't coming home. Speaking of faux pas, double dipping. These bars show how much ammo your team has. One serving of resupply gives 50% of your max ammo. There's 4 servings on each pod. Divide by 4 dwarves to get how many servings you're allowed to have. 1. Never double dip a resupply. Wah, but I need it. That's your problem. Take some ammo upgrades next time. If you really need more ammo, just ask. That's right, Deep Rock players have developed a heretofore unknown form of gamer communication.
Brotherhood.
If you see R's in the chat, that means ready, as in ready to start the objective or ready to leave. Engineers, if someone pings a mineral, they want you to platform under it.
But if I play, I think I will probably play with people in my region. So I don't know if the same thing is gonna apply. Probably there is a chance that people here have a different way of playing, a different culture inside the game. So maybe these tips would not work here. If the server is different or something like that. Probably is South America. It's probably South America server or something like that.
Scouts, make sure your flare game is on point first and foremost. If you see platforms under minerals,
I will have to play with the boludos.
Your cue to mine. Gunners. The zipline kinda sucks, not gonna lie, but if you shoot them with at least a 5-degree angle, you'll get a speed boost going down. Drillers are true egoists, beholden to none, free to shape the world around them as they please. If someone pings compacted dirt, they want you to drill it, but I don't care what you want. Do it yourself. Actually, let me give you a hand. That was the 4th griefing joke, so congratulations. Your new employee hazing period is officially over. Welcome
Why he
to the
dislikes Scout so much?
Mission 1, point extraction. Every point extraction squad got the driller, making a schizophrenic network of tunnels that serve absolutely no purpose. Scout, hyper-focusing in a completely different cave system. Engineer, making a Kaizo Mario obstacle course that serves 0 fucking purpose. Gunner, trying to mine a quarks with zip lines and failing miserably. And of course, the star of the show, a giant fucking pit that every single goddamn quark falls into. Bonus points if it's too steep for zip lines. The driller could fix that for you, but he's run off to some remote corner to huff glue and read Sterner.
Your workforce is big, and it's about to get bigger.
That's because Jesus Christ is my...
Digger, deep rock fries and
Oh, I
simulating the life of
remember
a
hearing
blue-collar
this
worker
song.
without regulatory oversight.
Rescue me! Help!
We work in close proximity to heavy machinery, open flames, and dangerous chemicals.
Nice.
Do we have
Flamethrower?
adequate facial protection? Of course not. A dwarf's greatest pride is his beard.
Yes.
To protect it is to shame his ancestors. And we all know how dwarves handle shame. Fuck OSHA. All my homies be committing occupational safety violations. We don't have
We fucking
handrails.
dwarfs
We have
on this
grind
game.
rails. We don't wear hard hats. We wear odd hats.
Ooh,
Mandatory
sounds
sobriety
nice.
testing? How about mandatory intoxication? This is not a democracy. Not drinking your beer is a kickable offense. So, you've done a lot of missions. Your
Beer
sack is
and
full
birds.
of minerals. What does that get you? Well, not much. Remember to always read the fine print of your employment contract. You're not here to get rich. You're here to make the company rich. Each mission, you'll make just enough to afford exactly one half of an upgrade. So, slowly but surely, you'll amass a veritable arsenal of potential builds.
And
Do you want single
these
pit bull damage or
builds,
large-scale
these-
pit swarm countermeasures? Do you prefer your
They look nice,
napalm
the
hard and
characters.
chunky or thick and sticky? Either
I really
way,
like
out
it,
here in the
Dwarf.
cold
I
void of
almost was
space,
one.
the affix board can't reach us. This game has a vast
I think
array
it's probably. I think. Let's see. Do I like dwarves more than elves? I think yes. I think in fantasy races, the battle for me, I guess, is between dwarves and maybe Onis. I like Onis too. It's the two type of races of fantasy races that I like, but dwarves are western and the Onis are eastern Japanese. But yeah,
of options, enough to make any self-respecting dwarf say, "You call that an upgrade? This has nowhere near the required potential for self-harm. I need something bigger, badder, more dangerous. I want to disable the inertia inhibitors. I want to void the product warranty. I want overclocks. Overclocks are upgrades that significantly alter the function of your weapons. Need more ammo? Mini shells. Scout not maneuverable enough for you? Special powder. Not enough friendly fire? Fat boy. Want to do
fat boy.
whatever this is? Well,
the
there's an
heck?
overclock for that too. So, how do you get these overclocks? Optional machine
Overclocks.
challenges and deep dives. Machine challenges are side objectives that can randomly spawn during a mission. Each one is a
Ooh.
fun little
Random.
timed objective. Except Omen. Omen sucks. I do not like Omen. Deep dives are widely considered to be this game's ultimate challenge. It is
Nice.
3 missions, max difficulty, back to back with shared resources. But that's nothing compared to this game's real ultimate challenge. Generally speaking, this community is great, but with a serious mission comes serious gamers. So make sure you check the lobby name. If you see something like Greenbeard's Welcome, Gamers Rise Up, Sneed,
Greenbeards.
or Hot Single Dwarves in your area, cool, very good. Rock and Stone, head right in. However, if you see some shit like level 500 plus only,
Holy
no
shit.
Fat Boy, no TCF, carefully follow these steps. Connect to the lobby. Use their Steam information to track down their
Ooh,
place of
Tecopara.
residence and identity, and then file a fake death certificate with their name. Now, if he gets
What the
pulled over,
fuck?
he's fucked. He wants to change jobs, he's fucked. He's lived a long and fruitful life and wants to cash out his social security benefits, he's fucked. Of course, I endorse
Shut
none
the
of this,
stuck.
Your Honor, and the fact that this young man died in a firefight with the IRS, well, I don't see how my video could have caused this, but I digress. This is Deep Rock's equivalent of an Endgame. I have over 300 hours, and I still do not have the
300.
RJ250 compound. Please, God, just give it to me. It's all I truly want. In other words, the upgrades are well paced. Each mission gives just enough for you to try something new, be it new weapons, new builds, or new content. When this game came out of early access, I figured, no, that's it, no more updates. I mean, sure, they said they'd keep working on it, but you know how that always goes. Hey
Yeah.
guys, we're a
Look
multi-million
what
dollar...
happened with that that game that was kinda like Battlefield, but with low graphics. I forgot the name. That make a bunch of successes and now it fell down. I forgot the name.
Company, but we can't stop crashes in our flagship product. Sorry, all our resources are currently tied up stealing breast milk from a company fridge. Here's a messy skin. Deep Rock, on the other hand, said, fuck that. Alright, miners, we need you to escort a new piece of heavy machinery, make a pit stop to refuel it, then guard it during a multi-stage wave defense / boss fight as it cracks into the brain of a sentient rock. Why? I don't know. Management wants it. Oh, and you can bring back Dottie's head if you want. We don't care. Just stop unionizing. Oh, that's not fun enough for you? How about skateboarding?
Mine
In point
is
extraction,
union.
you have to pick up some rocks and put them in a mine head. Boring. Lame. In the new on-site refining, you have to locate oil wells, call down a set of pump jacks, then assemble a set of pipelines that connect to the refinery. While building these pipes, dwarves
the
use the
heck?
same system of ethics that firefighters use for the nozzle. If you ever set it down, even for 1 second, it's gone. And remember, you should never, under no circumstances, ever cross the streams. Got it? Well, I didn't. Welcome to Roller Coaster
What the
Tycoon.
fuck?
This is the opposite of a resume. Consider it my certificate of disqualification from ever joining a Factorio lobby. Despite my numerous emails to the devs to let me murder elves and breed the breeders,
There is
they
elves
had a
on the
different-
game?
my numerous
You
emails to the devs to
little-
let me murder elves and
kinda like
breed
a-
the breeders, they had a different idea.
Christmas
Seasons,
elf.
like
Okay.
Fortnite. Seasons are themed updates with way too much content.
there is Naruto
fully covered. The
Fortnite.
first two seasons, Rival Incursion and Rival Escalation, could be summarized like so. We may technically own this planet, but according to the UN, sovereignty requires, monopoly over violence. And someone just bought Park Place. Management wants a monopoly over those minerals. So load your weapons, sharpen your picks, and start enforcing our monopoly over
Let's
violence.
go.
Dark fantasies.
Deep dark fantasies. Gotcha much.
We are not alone. Something else is out there, lurking in the darkness, prowling, searching for something.
What the hell?
But now, everyone's tired of robots. So, Season 3 is, I can't say any of these words
Leg
without getting
infection,
demonetized.
pox.
Rest assured,
What?
it's quite fun. They even added a power washer. Maybe next season we'll be shingling roofs for $2 below minimum wage. But we're not in it for the money. We don't do this because it's easy. Our success comes at a cost. So while you're gulping down
Nice.
the third round, remember to pour one out for
Drill
the
is
fallen,
called
for the dwarves
Garner.
that got us here, for Carl. Then head
And
to
you
bed.
dead.
You'll need the rest because we're doing the exact same thing tomorrow. Rock and stone, brothers. I'll see you in the
Rock and
mines.
stone,
As
brothers.
always, more content
Nice.
to come. A warm thanks to the many members of the Merchants Guild generously funding and bankrolling these videos. You're all truly wonderful. Have a good one.
Ooh, it's the end. Okay. If you liked this video, please give a like, comment something, maybe recommend something to watch, I don't know, and subscribe. Bye bye.